Approximately a month before the war, I was sent over to Bataan along with about 20 other soldiers to train Philippine constabulary soldiers. These were actually draftees that were pulled off the street because there was such a shortage of soldiers on the front line. Unfortunately, most of the ammunition that we had was all World War I. And we had a tremendous amount of problem with this ammunition because at least 1 out of 4 bullets was a dud, and at least 1 out of every 3 hand grenades was a dud. So for every hand grenade you threw, you had to throw at least 3 more to make sure that you had an effect on the enemy. And this was pretty dangerous because you don't have much time to duck when you throw a hand grenade. I was on Bataan for approximately 3 weeks when General King ordered the surrender of Bataan. I, along with my battalion that I was attached to, was surrounded by the Japanese soldiers. They took all our arms, naturally, and then pushed us back out on the road near Mariveles. I was on the Death March for 2 days and 3 nights. And during that period of time, I saw hundreds of Filipinos and Americans shot, bayoneted, their heads cut off with swords by the officers for the slightest infraction. I knew I couldn't take this I wasn't going to last long myself. So during a rainstorm, there was a lot of lightning and thunder and a lot of noise. I dove off the side of the road and into the jungle and worked my way deeply as I could into the jungle and get away from the column. It took me approximately 4 days to work my way back to Mariveles. And I gathered up some wood and debris that was there, tied it together with anything I could find, and worked myself out into the bay and swam back to Corregidor. I would say that it took me a good 10 hours that I was in the water, not knowing at the time, but found out later that it was shark infested. But evidently I wasn't good enough to eat, and they weren't interested in me, thank goodness.